Jean Scott started the sequence in 1971, then came Maria McLean from Edinburgh. Jean won the title again in 1973, and a year later another Glasgow girl, Gail Keddie, made it an unprecedented 4 in a row. Well, Jean Scott is now teaching at the Magnum Centre in Irvine and is our guest this afternoon. It's a long time ago, Jean, but I wonder if you can remember your winning programme quite clearly after all these years.
Yes. Very much so.
Was there still, even then, the tremendous need to do well in the compulsory figures? Because this is something that you very often don't see on television, you know, when we're watching it.
I feel that without getting a good place in the compulsory figures, you're not going to do enough just in a good free, short free, long free programme to get high enough.
Right, I'm going to turn the clock back and surprise you by letting you see yourself in action a long time ago. It's a programme that even now had some nice elements in it and probably gives you a fair bit of pleasure. What were you looking for in this particular programme, Jean?
To go out and do a clean programme. I was lying first in the figures. I had won the short programme, and it was just to try and land everything properly, keep going, and enjoy it.
That sounds great advice to give to any skater.
Well, I feel that really, if you can forget some of the time about the judges, and try, and the people have come there to watch all the skaters, and if you can make them enjoy your performance, you've done half the job.
I wondered at that particular moment if you said to yourself, Jean, you've cracked it, you've done it. Did you get a feeling that you had won it?
Yes.
How do you know that? You just knew, did you?
I think every skater knows what they have to do when it comes to the long programme, and about halfway through the programme, if all's going well, you're nearly there.
The Maria McLean followed you, of course, the following year from Edinburgh. Very talented girl, and if I may say it, a slightly different style from yourself, Maria had, hadn't she?
Yes, Maria was very, very strong in the figures and was always really high, and technically she skated very well. Mostly her artistic impression was the thing that let her down, but a good competitor. And always just on my heels.
And like yourself, she stayed on. I gather that she's teaching in Scandinavia now, which is nice.
Maria and her family are now in Denmark.
Yes. The following year was marvellous for you because not only did you win the title, but I think I'm right, if my memory serves me correctly, in that the first 3 or 4 places were all filled by Scots, isn't it?
Yes.
The second year you won it.
Yes, that was quite unbelievable.
Yes.
I think it was very, very good for Scottish sport.
Because you won it that year, and again the others were close up beside you.
Yes, Maria was second, Gail Keddie third, and Linda McCafferty from Dundee was fourth.
Yes. Well, we've got a chance to see Gail here now, because here again was, if I may say, again slightly different from yourself and from Maria, wasn't she?
Yes, Gail was very, very good presenting her programme. They're a very, very good friend to me, and we skated actually together in Paisley, so we always knew what each other was doing.
But with different coaches, you weren't coached by the same person?
No, we had different trainers.
Well, she seems to have that magic ingredient that you mentioned earlier. She seems to be enjoying it.
Yes, Gail always sparkled.
Yes, that's a nice way of putting it. Nice programme. Now we've got we've got Fiona Ritchie doing well in Dundee at junior level, and I wonder if you feel that there's the same kind of enthusiasm for the sport, the same youngsters coming through. I know you've got the 2 Otterson girls down at Irvine. They seem to be a bit special, don't they?
There's quite a lot of talent all over Scotland at the moment, and I just feel that sometimes if we had maybe a little more facilities, less curling and more ice skating, we would do an awful lot better.
I can hear the curlers reaching for the phones. Well, that really begs the last question, because am I right in saying that you still have to get up to start skating and teaching your kids at 6 in the morning?
Yes, we get the ice when nobody else wants it, first thing in the morning.
Yes, oh my goodness, that's marvellous. Now, do you see, this last question briefly, do you see a British champion perhaps on the horizon?
I really would like to see Scotland back up in the top in Britain, so we can get someone to European and Worlds.
That would be nice, especially if we can get 1, 2, 3 and 4 again. Yes. Jean, thanks for talking to us today. It's been a pleasure to see you.